Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to paste a cheat and also how to remove features and change the menu a little bit. Like, this is kind of a part 2 to my first pasting video, which was like a year ago. So I've had some people asking me how to remove features and stuff. So I'm going to be showing you how to paste Osiris and, like remove features from it, like if you want to make it into like a legit cheat or, just a skin changer or whatever. So anyway, what you want to do is you want to download Osiris from the GitHub, which I'll leave in the description. Then when you have the zip, you're gonna, extract here. Okay. Then open it. Open this SLN file. You have to have Visual Studio installed. If you don't know how to install Visual Studio and you need a tutorial, that my first video on my channel from a year ago will show you how to install it and everything you might need. I don't know if you need all that stuff from the first video, but you definitely need just Visual Studio, and it will show you how to install it. Anyways, so once you have this open, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put this in release mode, and you're going to want to build it just to make sure you don't have any errors. And if you do have errors here, you might be using an outdated version of Visual Studio, but if you've just installed Visual Studio, then you won't have that problem. If you've already had it installed and you're trying to use your older version, you need to have like the 2019 1.6 something version at least. So it's building right now. Sorry, it takes a little bit of time. Alright, so build succeeded. Okay, so that's a good thing, Hopefully your build succeeds too. I'm not gonna be like able to help everyone, if it doesn't work for you. There's some things I'm pretty new to this as well, honestly. Like, I don't know really what I'm doing. Anyways, so once you've built it, you want to go to the release folder in the Osiris master directory, and then you have Osiris here as a DLL. So you can open csgo, and you can, well, make sure it's in insecure mode so you don't get yourself banned just messing around. So what I use to inject is Process Hacker at the moment, and when it's in insecure mode you can just inject normally. So anyway, I'm gonna open Process Hacker because my game's already open. Gonna search for csgo, right click, miscellaneous, inject DLL. Then it's already in this folder because, actually wait, let me make sure. No, see, that was in my other thing. Okay, so I went to the folder where it is, and then I click open, and then you can close this or you don't have to, but yeah. So I go in game. Ignore this, it's just a visual glitch. Shouldn't happen to you. But anyway, you can see I have Osiris, like it's working completely. Like, you could just use this from here if you don't want to change anything, but if you want to like remove features or change the menu, change the words and stuff, you can continue watching. So anyway, I'm gonna close the game. Close this. And I'm going to go into source files in Visual Studio, and what you're looking for is GUI. The easiest way to remove features is just remove them from the menu, so you just can't use them. To actually fully remove a feature is kind of a lot of work, because normally it's like something is mentioned in a lot of places in the cheat, so then you'd have to go in and individually remove every place it's mentioned, or else it will give you an error. So anyway, let's say I want to remove aimbot just from the menu. What I'll typically do to make it easier for myself is Control F and type in aimbot. Then I'll go to the top, or else it might miss some. So, and then I'll click find next. So what I'm doing here is I'm just removing only where it says aimbot. So, wait, sorry, yeah, only where it says aimbot, like this whole line. Don't remove anti-aim or anything else, just aimbot. Okay, then I'm gonna hit next again. And this is the whole window where aimbot is. So it has a lot of stuff, like it says on key, all the things that are normally like how you enable the aimbot and stuff. So anything to where it says aimbot, I'm gonna remove. So I'm keep scrolling, I'm just highlighting all this stuff. Wait. Okay, so then after this, I'm gonna just delete it. And then I'm gonna click find next again. Here, I'm gonna remove up to the comma. And then here is for the config. I'm gonna remove that too. And I just remove these spaces, I don't know if you have to. And then here, you'll remove it again. And here. Just clicking find next and removing the aimbot. Okay, so now no more occurrences found. So it should be completely removed. So we'll try to build it again. And if I did everything right, it should build correctly. And the second time you build, it won't take nearly as long because it will only change what you've changed. So I did it successfully. Now let's check in game to make sure it works correctly and that the game doesn't crash. Maybe I missed something. So I'm going to open the game again. See, I'm in insecure mode, so just in case. Open process hacker. Search for csgo. And make sure you click this lowercase csgo.exe, not anything else. Inject DLL. What's that? Let me make sure. Yeah, okay. Cyrus. Then I'll go back in game. And as you can see, aimbot is now gone. Now the first thing is anti-aim instead of aimbot. And you can basically go through and do that with every single feature here that you don't want. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I can demonstrate it again. I'll do backtrack, but after that, I'm not going to demonstrate every single one. Okay. So now we'll do backtrack. Let me make sure I'm at the top so I don't miss anything. Backtrack. Now see here, this is shams, I believe. You can remove it from here if you want, but you don't have to, I don't believe. Or I don't think you have to remove it. But I will, just, you know. Because what's the point of having gems backtrack if you don't have backtrack, right? Then here, just keep pressing next, and yeah. This is where you have to be careful though. Like if you remove too much here, you know, like with stuff like this, you will mess up and you'll cause it to have errors. See like what I just did there? There. I just forgot to remove one of these. Okay, let's try to build it again. Alright, it worked, and I'll open the game again. It's a long, kind of tedious process, and you probably don't need to do this every single time. But if you change a bunch of stuff, and you don't open your game and test it, and then you change a bunch of stuff, and then you open your game and something doesn't work, you're gonna have a hard time figuring out what you messed up. Because there could be no errors in the code itself. You could have just broken something to where your game will crash. So I'm going to inject again just to make sure that backtrack is removed from the menu. Alright, backtrack is gone. So basically why I'm doing this is I don't really like to cheat necessarily. I do like skin changes though because I'm broke. And so I just remove all of the cheat features and leave only ones that don't really provide an advantage or ones that I just like. And I'll show you that later. I'm not going to show you the whole process, but I'll show you what I've created later. Anyway, I'm also now going to show you how to like rename things and stuff. Like, okay, so let's say like normally in GUI you'll find like the text boxes and stuff, or the checkboxes, like see checkbox friendly fire. This is for, I don't know, wait, trigger bot. So these are all the checkboxes like ignore flash. So if I remove this, then ignore flash would be gone from the menu. So what's weird though is for certain things like visuals, the GUI stuff is actually in hacks, in the cheat itself. For trigger bot it isn't though, which I don't understand really because I don't really know about this. So let's go to visuals, and let's say that you don't want some type of visual. Okay, for instance, for my example would be like one that gives you an advantage. So here are the checkboxes here for in visuals. You see? So let's look for one that gives no smoke right here. That gives you an advantage. So I'll remove it. Just no smoke. And then I'll build again. Another example of this is MISC. MISC has a lot of stuff that is like unnecessary. I mean, obviously it's called MISC, but like it has stuff that gives you an advantage, but it also has like bhop, which I like. So I mean, it gives you an advantage, but whatever. So you look for the you look for the checkboxes like here. And you can remove whatever from here. Like, say you want to remove this, because I don't really know what that does. And then, I believe you can also change the name of things here, like bunny hop. Let's see. If I just change it to, like, bhop. Let's see if that works. So I'm going to build again. I know I changed two things. I disobeyed my own rule, but it's whatever. Okay, build successful. Open the game. Open process hacker or your injector. csgo. I'm sorry if this is a slow process. I'm sorry if this video is taking forever. I haven't really planned this out very well. I'm just kind of doing it off, like, you know, improv, I guess. No script, bruh. Anyway, so if we go to MISC, you can see bhop. It changed the name of it right here. And then there was the thing I removed, but I don't know where it was, because there's a lot of stuff here. In visuals, I removed no smoke. You can see it's gone from here. So another thing I'm gonna show you, which, you know, people might dislike because people use this to, like, oh, I'm gonna paste and then sell it, is a watermark. So you see how it says Osiris here on the watermark? what you can do, if I close the game, we can go to MISC. And we can search the term the word Osiris. And if we look, watermark is here, and Osiris is here. So what this basically saying is, the text you're going to display for the watermark is Osiris. And if we change Osiris to whatever you want, like I'll change it to paste. Wait, let me make sure that's right. I was just confused because there isn't another thing. So let's try to build this. And you can see like it shows the frame rate and all that. Let's see if it works. Oh, I didn't even close it. I forgot. One thing that I forgot to mention, if you get a strange error and you didn't do anything wrong, make sure you closed your game after you injected and you're changing things. If you don't close your game and you leave Osiris in the release folder, it's going to overwrite that release when you build it. So if the game is open with that build, it won't build because it's open in running memory, just so you know. So I go to MISC and then go to watermark. You can see it's now paste. It's pretty interesting. I would really recommend that you play around with this for a little bit, as in the game, because like you may not crash in the menu, but sometimes you'll crash if you do a bunch of stuff and you do something wrong. You'll crash like mid-game. So play around with it. So another thing, like if you want to remove any of these, like these drop down menus here for shams, go back to GUI, type shams. I think it's up higher. They're in here. So this is materials. If you don't want any of these materials, you can remove them, but be careful because I'm pretty sure you have to remove it like that. You see with the one behind it, the slash and the 0, and like, because if you don't, it'll mess it up. Anyway, you can remove these here if you don't want enemies or whatever, or people planting whatever. That's the other drop down menu. Oh, it might be this actually. Sorry, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of, I am a noob. But I mean, it may help some people, this video. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should show with VAC enabled. Anyway, so this is the version I pasted basically. I just removed everything that gives you a definitive advantage. It's pretty basic. I mean, it has some stuff I didn't really think about. Just called it that. But, I mean, that's pretty much it. One more thing I want to show you about Osiris in the inventory changer is you can actually like use it to add metals and stuff, but also you can do fake case openings. No one else can see it but you, but I mean it's still kind of cool. Like, see if I pick the breakout case and I add like 4 into my inventory, and then I add the keys. If I then go into my inventory, I can actually open them. Like, it's pretty cool. And it actually is in my inventory. See, like, now yeah, thank you for watching, and I'd appreciate if you would support my channel by, you know, subscribing. I'm really trying to hit 600 subs, or maybe eventually 1,000. It's just really difficult. It's hard to get views. I really don't even necessarily want to cheat or do this type of content anymore. I just want to get exposure through this. Like, I know people will watch this maybe because my other videos did pretty well, but like I really want to make highlight videos and stuff. And so once I get big enough, then I will just make legit content, because I don't even cheat in my videos of highlights. I just play the game legit, because honestly with stuff like this you'll eventually get banned. Like, they'll probably detect this, you know, like within the year or whatever. Osiris is a public cheat. A lot of people use it. It's not even that good of a cheat necessarily, but anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Yeah, hope it helped you. Sorry it's all over the place, whatever.